ancient, learned, genteel Remainer capital. With 70% of Cambridge voters electing to remain in the referendum, if the Lib Dems can re-emerge anywhere, it must surely be in this city of spires. And yet, even in Cambridge, the Lib Dems are at risk of rowing against the tide.
Back of the leg.
He's a real slave driver, that one in front, isn't he? What does he even do? I'll be brutally honest, right? Did I get the place in the squad?
Maybe start with our novice squad.
Novice? Novice? Oh, God.
Okay, hold it there. Okay, easy there and drop, take the roll.
The people voted for what they voted for. I don't think you can backtrack.
I think that, for me, actually, the ideal outcome from this election would be a hung parliament. I've convinced myself that we're not going to leave, and a hung parliament, to me, makes that seem more likely.
And what about Jeremy Corbyn?
For sure. I mean, I could see him as a potential Prime Minister. I don't
6 months ago.
So more so than 6 months ago, you think?
Improved his yeah.
He
speaks well, and he comes across well in camera.
Oh, yeah.
It's
more than Theresa May.
Jeremy Corbyn and Labour received much criticism in the wake of the referendum for not taking a clear position on Brexit. But maybe, for a party which has voters on both sides, that's worked a treat.
Come on, Rube! Do you think we'll get on Team Sky? What I'm really struck by in Cambridge, talking to voters, is how many really Remainer people are very comfortable voting for Jeremy Corbyn and Labour. And then I go to Leave constituencies, and Labour voters there are also very comfortable voting for Jeremy Corbyn. They think that we're going to leave.
Voted against Article 50 the whole time.
I'll hear you. I was telling you, exactly. We've actually even found a voter who exactly supports exactly what I was saying. This is perfect. All pieces of the camera should be like this.
He's going to do a soft Brexit. He's not going to do a hard Brexit.
Right.
And that's the best we can do. And I support Jeremy Corbyn as well.
Well,
you know, I'm a really hard-line Remainer.
Well, thank you very much, madam. Cheers.
Cheers.
Tim Farron's Lib Dems, by contrast, couldn't have been clearer. They've bet the house on Brexit. But according to Professor David Runciman and his co-hosts at the university's Talking Politics podcast, it hasn't worked.
The Farron campaign, I think, has been a disaster, actually. I mean, I think just if anyone has got this one wrong, it's him. I think this is a parochial election. Labour's success in this campaign, no question, has been to make it a bread-and-butter, domestic, welfare election. And I'm amazed. I mean, I wouldn't have... Corbyn doing well is a surprise, but that's not as much of a surprise. If you'd said 6 weeks ago the big issues of contemporary politics would not be getting a look in, because this would feel like a traditional British election between a left party and a right party on questions of tax and welfare. What happened to the new politics?
They say you campaign in poetry and govern in prose. Well, on Brexit, Jeremy Corbyn has campaigned in blank verse. He hasn't filled in the gaps and so has helped stitch his fractured base together. Tim Farron's clarity, on the other hand, looks likely to cost his party, if not Cambridge, then a recovery beyond this city's walls. Lewis Goodall, Sky News, Cambridge.